well, here we are in Rookie Village. Kind of feels like one step forward, two steps back at this point, but I've picked up these two, and they want me to take them out hunting, basically. They're new to the zone, basically rich kids, more or less, from what I've learned, and they want to go out hunting around Cordon. There is a mutant lair that I need to destroy for Fnatic. It's up here. And there is a stash to the northwest, which I'm also going to check out. And yeah, I think that's about it. I also have a contract to kill someone over here and meet up with the doctor, but we're going to take a look at that later. For now, I would like to eliminate this mutant lair and grab the stash, and then we'll see where I can take it from there. I've also went around the camp a little bit, scouting for stashes and stuff. How much, but you know how it goes. It is what it is. I've talked to Wolf and the other person whose name escapes me at this point. Fnatic, yes. Fnatic gave me one of the jobs Wolf didn't have, well, anything too useful for me. Also talked to Sidrovich. That was all fine and well. And just, yeah, this is the ammo situation currently. Good bit of FMJ. So I think we're pretty much set. That is a nice rifle that he has. That is a nice rifle, to put it lightly, and doesn't necessarily go with the rest of his outfit, though. Going for a bit of a glass cannon approach, which I certainly can't recommend, but hey. Some gun news as of late. Something that has sort of been the underlying theme, and you two might want to listen up if you're interested in something like that. I mean, you're interested in hunting, so I'm assuming firearms and the weapons industry in general is something you'd be, you know, roughly interested in. There's shooting, but I'm not sure who's shooting who. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go and grab that stash, and then we'll take a look at the rest of what we have to do, and we'll investigate that over there as well. I think the stash should be over in this direction, if I remember correctly. Well, more like that, but okay. Okay, so gun news. Kalashnikov Media Group has semi-recently unveiled 3 new assault rifles, one of which I had the opportunity to shoot. Well, you know, as a part of duty and all of that. We've somehow, though it is completely beyond me how, managed to attain an AK-12. And it is used by duty soldiers, not always, and not by everyone, certainly not by as many as we like. There's still some old pea shooters from 4000 BC, or that's what it feels like at least, going around, but we do have some modern weaponry as well, and the AK-12 we've had the opportunity to field test a little bit. Again, like I said, somehow, must be quite the black market connection, to buy guns that haven't really even appeared on the black market to begin with, but anyways. I suppose it could have been a shipment from the military, though the Ukrainian military doesn't have AK-12s either, so regardless. The other two were the AK-15 and the AK-19. Now, It is... I have to be careful here. It is in my modest opinion that a huge opportunity has been missed to name these rifles the AK-12, 13 and 14 respectively, and have something make sense in the naming convention of the arms industry in general, but no. No, they decided to skip a few numbers. Well, careful, I don't want you to get shot or eaten. I understand your hunter's instincts might be kicking in, but... Okay. I'll hold fire, it's your kill. I'll hold fire mostly because I can't see what you're trying to hit, but... Just don't shoot me. Ah, that's a zombie. Alright, there you go. You are a terrible shot. Do you know that? I mean, that's what? That's like 20 meters, maybe? The effective firing range of your gun is up to... Well, the maximum range is about, what, like 200, 400 meters, I think. Well, obviously, maximum range is being a little bit generous, but... You should be able to reliably hit and kill stuff like 100 meters away easily. Depending on what type of ammunition you're using and all that, but... Generally speaking, like with a maximum range of 400 meters, your effective range should be at least 100, right? I don't know that much about shotguns, but... You should be able to hit stuff from here, that's for damn sure. Either way, what is the difference between the AK-12, the AK-15, and the AK-19, you ask? Barrel. Well, now, a little bit more than that. It's chambered in different ammunition. It is the exact same weapon. It's just chambered in different calibers. 5.45 times 39, 7.62 times 39, and 5.56, or 223 Remington, depending on how you like to call it, which is technically not the same round, but in every way, shape, and form it actually is. Which is probably a story for another time, but... I think we've checked out that depot, or whatever it is, already. There was nobody there. So we're just going to skip it and head straight for the mutants. Let's see if someone might have left something there recently. I do still have that TT-33, don't I? And like 3 rounds for it. The lack of stopping power really lets that gun down. It's otherwise pristine, iconic, superbly reliable, extremely cheap to produce. For its time, pretty darn easy to maintain and use in general, like, you know, to clean and everything. Obviously it doesn't hold a candle to any of the modern service pistols from any nation, really, east or west, but, you know, over time it is pretty much just an outdated pistol, but it does have its charm, though. This caliber really let it down. As a self-defense weapon, generally as a pistol. It performed like a rifle, but it was a pistol. Yeah, it is what it is. I did also suffer from the Soviet 30 caliber addiction of its time, where they, for some reason, made everything in 30 caliber. Submachine gun, 30 caliber. Rifle, 30 caliber. Pistol, 30 caliber. Be a bit surprising if they didn't eat their breakfast in 30 caliber or something. I'm pretty sure that's dead and is just sliding down the hillside. And if it's not, it'll bleed out eventually. Okay, more than 65 rounds of FMJ left. Okay. Either way, grossly overhyped weapon, the AK, and yet at the same time, so perfect. What the hell do I mean by that? Not the AK in general, the AK-12. 15 and 19, yes, it's all the same. It's basically if an AR-15 or an M4, same principle and system in general, really, had a... Well, to say had a child with an AKM or an AK-74 would be kind of misrepresenting it, because you'd sort of expect there to be elements of both in the weapon design. No, it's an AK design, and people seem to sort of believe that it's revolutionized in some way. It really isn't. Hope you don't mind me rambling like this. Rookie Village is the safest place in the zone. Like, I've cleared it recently as well, so, like, you know, might as well relax a little bit and chat. So yeah, people tend to believe that it's somehow revolutionary, or it's some type of new design or something. No, the basic mechanical solutions are the exact bloody same. It is an AKM. It's the same weapon, that the same design that you and everyone knows and loves, and the reason for that is it works. You don't try and fix something that isn't broken for no reason, at least if you have a little bit of sense. Why would you change a design that works flawlessly and is, generally speaking, phenomenal across the board and has no problems with it whatsoever, practically? You wouldn't, is the answer. You would change it only if there is a need. If there is something better to produce. Doesn't mean, you know, you should never innovate, but you shouldn't go around with innovative weapons all the time. There is a reason tried and true designs work. There's a lot to be said for reliability. Anyways, my point being, the innovation stops with some modability to the weapon, like a Picatinny rail on the dust cover, the hand... not the handguard, what would you call it? The, or is it the handguard? Wait, you're not even listening to me, I'm boring you. Come back. Fine, we're almost at the mutant place, come on. And then I'll shut up and let you shoot them. Though I'm not sure about bandits up ahead. There might be some, is what I mean. Let me check it out. Oh yeah, having binoculars helps. Having binoculars helps a ton. I'll say that, and a bandit starts shooting me, probably, because I haven't seen him through the binoculars. That's generally how it works. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Anyways. And that's wonderful, really. That's beautiful on an AK. You can put any type of Picatinny fitting sight on it, from red dot to any kind of scope, thermal, night vision, anything you want. You can mod it any way you want. You can put a vertical foregrip, there's Picatinny rails for that as well, and generally... scared the crap out of me, honestly, even though I knew it was you. Okay, let me move up, make sure this is clear, and then you can continue your hunting trip. Okay. Did you at least hit it? I'm gonna assume no, based on your previous performance. Okay, straight up ahead. I'm afraid it's gonna be cats or something like that, and I really don't want it to be cats. What the actual fuck? Well, we killed the mutant, and I think we might have killed something else along the way. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we did. An AK-74M alternate. Alternate compared to what, I'm not quite sure, but we'll check it out. We'll also grab all the ammo. Quite literally all of it. And then this is an SVT-40. It's broken badly. I'll just get the ammo from it. Grooming kit and batteries. I need that. Okay. Well, we got the job done. Might as well return now and get paid for me babysitting you across Gordon. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that was all of them. Quite a dangerous thing to assume, but... hey, I really want to continue the story. Anywho, most of the marketing material for the rifle is just that. It's slightly more convenient to use with different attachments and stuff. You can put a bipod on it really quickly and remove it exceptionally quickly. Like, it's literally just press and remove it, and it is very stable. And yeah, it's definitely the next step in the evolution of the AK, to make it more moddable, more customizable, so you can put different stuff on it. Because the weapon as a platform and the caliber and the round and everything just works. There's no reason to change it. There is nothing better that is reliable and that is, that works for sure that you can change it to. And now with the 3 variants, you can put it in any caliber you want. Well, any of the sort of main 3 assault rifle calibers that you have. So yeah, it's really wonderful. The only question is, how well is it going to perform with NATO ammunition? Even, yes, the rifle is chambered in NATO ammunition in 5.56, but how is that round going to perform through that system on a weapon that's primarily designed for Soviet ammunition, 5.45 and 7.62? That is the question. But I do have something rather unique to share with you. Now, most people assume, and this is good for, this is for you hunters, so this is very useful. Like, remember this. Most people assume that 5.45 and 5.56 are kind of interchangeable, not in that you can fire them out of the same gun. No, you will kill yourself if you try and do that. Please don't. But what I mean is in their performance, right? That they generally perform in similar ways, and that... Yeah, got him. And that 5.56 and 5.45 are just slightly different takes, with slightly different ballistic characteristics generally, but they sort of fill the same gap and sort of serve the same purpose as a general caliber for modern assault rifles. You know, what the M4 is to the US troops, the AK-74M, the AK-12, and you know, those kinds of weapons. The AKM is in 7.62, but you know, those weapons fill that role for the Eastern Bloc, quote unquote, because it's not just the Russian armed forces that use those rifles. And that's true in that is what they're sort of built for, right? They're built to be, the FMJ round 5.45 is made to sort of fill the same role as 5.56s. It's pretty simple, right? It is the go-to round for the Russian ground forces, for the infantry, right? For the grunts. Well, actually, they call them the little green men, but anyways. It is true, but if you sort of assume that they perform similarly in terms of ballistics on target... Shite, okay, we'll continue later. No, they're with me! Pretty sure he's shooting at me, and I have no idea who or what that is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Wolf is there. Oh, sorry, Fanatic is there. Let's get to Fanatic first. Hello? Yeah, the job's done. Don't! He's out of the fight, okay? He's out of the fight, don't... Well, I mean, if you're gonna be the one to kill them, then I'm gonna be the one to loot them, but... Ooh, yes, please! Okay. Was worth doing. It's military and loners duking it out. I really don't think I should be the one taking shots for either of them. I mean, duty's stance on the matter is clear. Let them fight it out. It's not our war.
Ну, привет.
Okay, let's get you guys out of here. The military are raiding this place. Hey. Job's done. There you go. Tourist safari, done. Let's get you guys out of here. Okay. I might as well talk to Sidrovich, see if there's, I'll see if there's anything he needs, see if there's anything I need. But, I will finish that. 5.45 and 5.56 perform radically differently when they hit human flesh. And I have video evidence and material evidence for this. Story goes, there was a boar, and in the Weapons Testing Institute they put just a slab of boar meat with bones and everything in on one end, and they shot it with 5.45 and they shot it with 5.56. Radically different wounds. 5.45 tends to tumble a lot. It's quote-unquote called a dirty round as well, and there's some dirt and rust and residual materials that are left behind, and if not treated properly, your wound can get infected, you can die from that days later. Taliban fighters in Afghanistan had whole nightmares about that. That's one story. 556, though, travels a lot more cleanly through the flesh, avoiding bones. They found that this is what happens to the round. 545 tumbles, breaks inside the body, and generally creates a mess, a nasty wound, which, isn't exactly the same as a hollow point wound, but it rips through flesh and you will definitely feel it. 545, very different. It takes the path of least resistance through the body. It might enter in your stomach and exit out your upper back. That doesn't make a lot of sense because that's not the path of least resistance, but they found that it travels a lot through the body, and that's fascinating and kind of scary. And basically, nobody tests this out properly, because a lot of the testing is done in ballistic gel. And ballistic gel is, for all its wonders of approximating human flesh somewhat accurately, it doesn't approximate bones, it doesn't approximate realistic conditions on the field, and it's exactly the same shape, size, and density across. So, yeah. Anyways, this music is... I need to cut this out. Okay, we've made it out of the horrible bunker of copyright. I'm stepping out of character. I mean, I've been talking about real-life stuff mostly so far. It has all its applications in the game as well, which is why I'm mentioning it. But, the copyright is just terrible for Russian music in what's it called, in Anomaly and in Stalker games and mods in general. It is just atrocious. This is inside baseball, but a song that is part of the end credits of Stalker got claimed, and somehow a rapper from, I think, Ukraine managed to get a hold of the copyrights for that song. Somehow use it as the background in one of his videos, which has like 50 or 100 views or something like that. And somehow my money from a video that I made that has that song in it goes to him now. Horribly aggressive, no way to prove anything, that it's no way to prove fair use. It's horrible. Alright, I'd rather not talk about it. It is just horrible. Either way, let's continue over to the military base. Talk to a few people there, because I'm friendly with them too. And see where we take it from there. They might actually have some jobs for me too. So, with that said though, yeah, I was talking about rounds and how they perform. It's difficult to test ammunition. There's a whole science behind it, and then the whole science gets disproven when the ammo is actually used in warfare. And it's like, yeah, you didn't really foresee this happening. Depending on the manufacturer and depending on the whole process, you won't shoot me if I getting closer, right? I mean, we are allies and all that, right? I understand the military is a bit uptight, but you wouldn't just shoot on sight. Okay, southern checkpoint, here we go, good. Either way, yeah, it's really difficult to get any sort of reliable, actual, real-life data on how certain ammunition and certain calibers perform when they hit animals or humans. There you go. So, FMJ 556, very unique round. Very unique. 545, also extremely unique round, but for all the different reasons. Hello, Major Zhurov. Do you have any work you need doing? 17 radiation patches. Yeah, sorry, no, that doesn't exactly align with my, well, with duty's political affiliation in general. We're, kind of neutral to the loners. Okay, I'll talk to some of the under-officers. around the camp. I'm going to assume you're the guy in charge of repairs and supplies and stuff like that. Mechanic? Your name's Sergey, but I can call you Seryoja. Okay? Is there any work you need done? Of course you need basic tools. Everybody in the bloody world needs basic tools. Apparently there was a huge drought? No. Plummet in supply? Whatever. Recently. Oh well. Yeah, it's I don't know how to tell you this, mate, but A, you looking at it is not gonna fix it. And B, I don't think anything you as an individual can do to this thing is gonna fix it. I mean, for one, its main armament is missing. I don't think wrenches and spanners and screwdrivers are gonna sort that problem out. And you can drive it around without its main armament, at which point it's kind of pointless. I mean, so much of it is dedicated to being able to shoot stuff out of the turret, but never mind. At that point you have a glorified car with, mind you, decent armor, but this provides a good What the hell was that? Was it me? Oh. You might want to check the bench as well. It's making weird noises. Might want to fix the bench before you know, start fixing anything with that bench. Or on that bench, rather. Oh, that is... Yes, please. Okay. What was that? 5.7? Yeah, 5.7 used in the... FN... I want to say the FN foul. No, used in the P90 and stuff like that. Bottleneck center fire cartridge, somewhat similar to the 22 Hornet. Isn't the 22 Hornet rim-fired? It might not be. I don't know.
Заходил бы ты лучше к командиру.
I know 22 long rifle is rim-fired, but 22 Hornet maybe not. Do you need a guide? You need to be in Zaton within 24 hours. Oh, that is a good bit of money you're offering. Let me check my schedule, quote unquote. So we have Great Swamps, we have Agroprom, we have Yanta, Wild Territory, Jupiter, Zaton, all the way up here. I do need to go and talk to Noah. And I also need to go here to grab my reward. Because apparently one of the people I talked to was over there and was somewhere over here and then made it up there, I guess. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Not so sure about that. Not so sure about that. Let's... Well, I don't want to go into the swamp for, you know, due to previous bad experiences, so maybe return back to Rostock and then head to the army warehouses. That might actually not be a terrible idea. And then, you know, when I'm done with army warehouses, head back, get the guide to bring me to Rostock. Either which way, I can't take you with me. Sorry. I mean, first of all, we're never going to make it there in 24 hours. It's unrealistic.
Мое дело стрелять. А насчет поговорить, это командиру.
Да, я буду спрашивал главному, но... I'll talk to the leader, yes. Give me a minute. What was I going to say? Yes, I think that's the best course of action, because I really don't want to go into the swamp. It's like really, really, really don't want to go into the swamp. So, yeah. Let's do that then. I don't think there's anyone else in the base here that's willing to... Well, I'll check in here as well, but I don't think there's anyone else that's going to give me a job or something. Yeah, no. Alright, that's fine. Let's get out of here then, and we're going... Well, we're going home. Lovely. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to mention. I did put the tulip scope on my AK, and it's a 4X, and I love, like, the, what do you call it, the crosshair on it? It's not much of a cross, but yeah, the indicator or whatever on it. Not a huge fan of it. But, you know, it's alright. It'll get the job done. I can't read the thing on the right about elevation. Yeah, I don't know how to... I don't know how to use it. I'm assuming... Actually, I might... No, this would make sense if it was reversed to me, but now it doesn't. I think what this is supposed... The way this is supposed to be used is you're supposed to, like... calculate bullet drop with it, I think? But I can't read that. I don't know how to use the information on the right. Mind you, I probably won't need to. I'll fire at about that sort of distance, in which case bullet drop is more or less negligible. But unfortunately, I can't read that on the side. Anyways, I mean, I can read the numbers, but I don't know what they mean. I also have this, the SVT-98, something I was highly looking forward to. Unfortunately, the scope isn't great. It can be upgraded. Mostly the magnification is what's missing, but now everything else is fine. With this one, I can actually read the markings on the side, and I do know what they mean. But they are more or less entirely useless in the terrain of the zone. They might not be as useless in the Zaton. Garbage, they're pretty useless. Army warehouses, they're pretty useless. Yeah, there's like a handful of locations, if that, like 3 or 4 locations maybe in the entire zone where extreme distance sniping is possible. But mostly it's like 100 to 200 meters maximum. And for distances like that, you don't actually need any of the math gizmo text on the side, so yeah. Either way, heading back to Rostock now, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm also running low on food, but I will have enough to get me there, and I know the path is clear, so there shouldn't be any excitement on the road. I'll see you in Rostock, hopefully, unless something terrible happens on the road too.